Hi everybody, it's Willow. Welcome to Willow Mystical, and I am here today with one of my circle sisters. This is Liz.
Hello.
Liz is a patron of Pele, the Hawaiian volcano goddess. Volcano
Volcano.
goddess. And we are here because we are going to be creating a belt to put around the goddess statue to honor Pele today. Liz, can you tell us a little bit about Pele?
So Pele, she's more like she's a destroyer and a creator. So with her, so basically she's control of the lava and everything. She is controlling of so when she destroys something completely and make it brand new out of it.
So through the destruction, it kind of like clears the ground, which
To make
allows new beginnings to come forth, new growth. Now, is it true if you take something off her island without her permission, a curse may follow you?
Oh yes.
And
Very
people
much
really
so.
send stuff back?
They really do.
No, that would be interesting. So from 30 Days of Goddess, Bridget's Grove, I have one of her cards on Pele, and it says on the back that Pele, the Hawaiian fire goddess, is associated with creation, destruction, volcanoes, and the very birth of the islands and the worlds themselves. She is associated with creativity and inner fire and power and self agency, with birth and rebirth. We just talked about that. Creation and renewal. She is also associated with rage, fury, and righteous, fiery anger. Yeah, I won't be taking any of her items. And there is a little poem that goes along with her, and I'll let you share that as I start to get our things together.
Listen, there is fire at my core. I dance with destruction and find the seeds that grow in its wake. I am fury in creation, lies fierce and present rebirth.
It's beautiful. That is beautiful. And her associations are fire and lava stone and Leahu, which we found out is jasmine, and the color red and the color black. So we are going to use lavender stone. We have lavender stone and natural shell pearls. And we have a shell metal charm that also has a pearl on the inside. And you want to hand me that elastic stuffy?
Yes.
So let's just cut a piece of this. And this is what we're going to string. So I guess we'll put on the lava. I think I want to put on, do you think we can get these on there? That is going to be a job.
You can try.
So why don't we put I think the lava stones are bigger, these natural pearls. The hole is going to vary from pearl to pearl. I'm trying to string them on here. So why don't we make this with the lava stones, and then we'll put the natural pearl on the part that's going to hang.
Sounds good. Let's do it that way.
So if all the little crevices inside of the lava stone, it can make it pretty hard. Now you know in lava stone you can add essential oil onto it and it will absorb the oil. Did you know that?
I did actually. I actually have a necklace that does that.
So to honor Pele, we can put different oils at different times up on her belt as a fragrance, as an incense as well. Now, you know, Scott Cunningham had written many, many books. The book that I use for herbs, the Magical Association Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, or something like that. So he was a forefather of Wicca. And like I said, he had written many books. In one of his excerpts, he talks about a coffee that is sacred to Pele.
Really?
Yes, and it is a brewed coffee, and within it, it has chocolate, which I can do coffee with chocolate,
Yeah.
but then it also has cayenne pepper.
Ooh. So it makes it a little spicy then.
Yes, and he would drink that. In the article that I printed out, he would drink that nearly every morning, in reverence to the fire goddess. So see how big we need to make these to go around her waist. Okay, I think we just need a couple of more. We should have enough from what I had thought we would need.
I think so. I think so.
So when did you become turned on to Pele?
So basically so I'm into the Japanese Hawaiian culture and found out that my distant ancestors, they are from Japan and from Spain. And during that time frame they had a sugarcane
Farm?
yes, sugarcane farm in Hawaii. So my Spaniard relatives or ancestors and also my Japanese ancestors traveled to Hawaii during that time frame for the sugarcane plantations.
Plantations. I was trying to think of that word and I couldn't think of it. So
I was
said
trying
farm.
to think about it too.
I did get one of the pearls.
Oh.
Someone tried to put one on this end because I think that will allow it to go around. Now I'm not worried about in the back if it doesn't cover the back and some of the elastic shows. I'm okay with that. But I think it should circumference her all the way if we're able to put on the pearls with it. So you had relatives that visited or made home in
Hawaii.
Oh wow! I've always wanted to go. I've never been.
I've never been either, so I'm excited to hopefully one day to join. To go visit Hawaii.
One day, it would be nice.
It would be. Just to step foot in the same place that my ancestors have stepped
Well, for
in.
me, that would be Ireland. My ancestors are from Ireland. Actually, when we go to do the candle,
yes,
I will be putting on there my great grandmother who came through Ellis Island in 1913 when she was 13 years old.
Oh wow!
From Ireland, County Cork, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you know how we have like
yes.
Citrus County? They call them like County Court. So trying to get that to go in there. I really would like for it to.
Oh, I got it to go in there.
Did you really?
I got one.
Yeah, try another one. I only got one too. I think we just need to open the hole up a little bit more in. Because you can see they're well drilled.
Yes. I think it's just some more.
Got the second one.
You did?
I did.
Let's see if I can try to get the second one in here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I want to. Oh, you know what though? When we tie this off, the belt, this is going to be in the back and it's supposed to be in the front.
Oh.
I am not taking them back off. We're going to have to see how we can do this.
Okay.
We just, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to try to tie it and see what it's going to do. Because I am not taking them off. If I've got it, yep, I'm going to have to leave that in the front and just hook the thing around it. Because I am not taking that off.
No.
I will not get them little bitty holes back on there.
Nope.
It's going to drive me crazy as a Capricorn. Right? I'm changing it. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy. So I'm going to take this out and just see if I can. So I only have to take off half, really. I only really have to take off half and then put these back on. And then try to put the beads back on. Those beads are not the issue.
No, it's the.
So I took off half of them, see?
Okay.
And then I left on the one and I took off half and then I put this on this end and now I'll put these here.
Oh. Okay.
So instead of having to take them all back off, I only had to take off like maybe 6, 7 of them. Because believe me, putting back on those lava stones is a lot easier than putting on those natural pearls.
Oh, yes.
But they have to use a small hole in natural pearls so they don't break them open. When they drill holes in them, they have to use a small drill bit because they can't crack the pearl.
Really?
Okay, I think this is going to be good. I'm good with this. Do I have them even? Yeah, I don't care if they're not even. They'll be close enough. So here is what we've done. We've taken the lava stones and we put so many on each side and then the 2 natural pearls in the center. And then as we take the eye pin and we put the pearls and stuff, we're going to have the charm hanging right here between the middle of these. So let me tie this on here. Let's see if I can.
I keep dropping this.
Believe me, I did it. So I'm going to try to tie this. You know, if you ever notice when I do bracelets, I don't do elastic.
Yes.
I hate elastic. You know why? Because the tying.
Oh.
I swear I think I know how I'm tying it right, and I'm not. So I think that's
Is
good.
it because he bounced back, or?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't like me, and I don't care too much for it. And I'm good with that. So let's see what this is going to look like on her.
That's beautiful.
So there is our goddess, Pele, with her belt to represent. I'll be using this statue when I go to work with Pele. You know, we can make different belts for when we go to work with different goddesses.
Yes.
So, because she's ever changing. She's the form of the goddess, but there's many faces. You might want to tie it before you put it on there and then slide it down over the head. And you're going to tie that with those beautiful nails. Because you are a lot more coordinated than I am, I'm telling you.
Not really. I'm just trying.
So Pele is good to work with when, especially one thing I was thinking out with is, you know, when you go through like a breakup, and it don't have to be a breakup just with, you know, your significant other, but a breakup of a friendship, a real close friendship, or even leaving a job that you've had for a while. You go through the stages of grief.
Oh, yes.
So it's kind of like it tears you down.
It does. Yeah.
And she would be the perfect, you know, one of the perfect goddesses that you could work with as to go through that, as you're going through that grieving process and it's tearing you down, for her to help build you back up, because it's the volcano that gives birth to an island.
Exactly. And it makes you brand new. You know what I mean? Once everything's been destroyed, broken up and everything, she can just help you rebirth yourself. Exactly. Yes.
I like that. I like rebirthing. I like new beginnings. I do. And so I can see that. I can see just from the card alone, if you can see the card, you can see the volcanoes in the background. And as these explode, yes, they... Did you catch it?
I did. I caught it.
As the volcanoes explode, you can see, you know, that destruction's going to take place. But from the ashes, the phoenix does rise. And so it's a chance for regrowth and regeneration, rejuvenation, and rebirthing and new beginnings. And she's a great goddess to work for when it comes to that. You got it tied yet?
No, I think I need your help.
Okay. So the way I tie them is I go around 2 fingers. Because this is not something that we're going to be wearing, you know. And then I pull it down and then I do the 2 knots. I'll do one way. And then when I go to do the other one, I will wrap it twice around because this creates a surgeon's knot. So you see how that's twice?
Oh,
and then I pull it. And now you can. I always leave a little bit of a snippy tail there. see what you got here. It's perfect.
That is perfect. I love that.
I painted my goddess black, but the reason why I painted my goddess black is because she's broken. I have dropped and I have broken her a couple of times. So I glued her back together. Thankfully, you can't see all of it. And then I painted her black to cover up my mistakes. Yeah. So now we're going to take the eye pin, and you first want to put on your pearl.
What did I do with my eye pin? Oh.
You want to go out back? Tie. Here you go. Go. He's being stubborn. He's wanting attention.
Oh, is that what he's trying to do?
Yes, it is. So then after you put on your pearl, I think that you can put 2 pearls if you want, but I don't think I want it to hang down, maybe. Because I did give us 2 pearls. Do you have any lava stones left?
I do.
Can I have one of your lava stones?
Absolutely.
Let's try that instead of 2 pearls, because I think that would be too much. 2 pearls hanging between. What do you think of that?
I love that.
Yeah, I think that works a lot more.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so you got jewelry tools over there, and you want to get the ones that cut. So I gave you the set of cutters, okay? And you're going to leave right about, right about maybe a ½ inch.
Half an inch.
Yeah, you can go up a little bit more. I would say maybe right about 3/4 inch. That's good.
Right
now,
there.
yeah, but
right.
Listen, you want to put your finger on there because this can fly if you don't.
Oh.
Okay, and then cut it. And now, come on.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, I've actually had a piece fly and hit me in the face, but luckily I was wearing glasses.
Oh my goodness.
But think if I wasn't wearing glasses. And just think if it would have hit someone else, I would not have got over it.
Oh, yes.
So do you have turners over there? Did I give you a set of thought I had another set over here, but I may have only had the one set. Yep, that's them. One. That's them. So you're going to go right on the tip, and you can go right on the tip of here, and you just want to turn it and take it down in a circle till it forms a circle.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Take off your, I'm grabbing yours.
Okay.
Take off your little darling there, your belt. And what we want to do is I'm going to open this circle up a little bit, and I'm going to slide the belt on. And I'm going to go right between, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to go right between those 2 pearls. Pull that on it. So it's caught up in there, and then I'm going to turn that back down to lock it in. Oh, you know what I did? I cut it.
No, you didn't.
I cut my belt. I did. We're going to pause this video for a moment so I can get caught back up. So bear with us, and we will be right back. Okay, thank you for holding on for us. So I was able to restring mine, and we were able to get our little piece hang on in the front. And now we're going to put on the shell charm. So you're going to need a jumper ring.
That's this one right here.
Yeah.
If I can get it with my fingers.
Ooh. You're going to have a challenge. So what you're going to do is you're going to open that up, and you're going to put that right through there.
How did you open that up? Did you just put the...
I'll show you. Well, let me close this back, and I'll show you from the beginning. So the way I do it is you're supposed to use one of them things I told you I can't use.
Yes.
And so I just take my thumb and my finger, and I just pull it like that.
Oh.
I don't know if you can do it with,
with my nails.
yeah. But if that's the case, use 2 pliers.
Oh.
You can do the same thing with 2 pliers. I'll show you that one too.
Okay, so hold on. So if I grab one end like that.
So see, if you take 2 pliers, one on each side of the ring, the jumper ring,
Mm-hmm.
you can just twist one of them and it'll open up.
You make it so easy. There we go.
That's it. Now you want to put on your, you can put on your charm and then put on your belt. And then you'll just want to take this and close it back up. But make sure it's closed all the way and there's no little gaps left between, because your charm in it will slide right out. So it has to be totally closed. And then your belt should look like that.
Love that.
And then when we put it on her, it's going to hang like that. And that's the perfect belt to honor Pele. There's so much that you can do to honor the different goddesses, and especially the ones that you're a patron of. And by doing things like little belts to honor them, or maybe even create a little lei of paper flowers for her. And yeah, so, but then say we decide we want to work with Persephone, we can create another belt. And same goddess figure, different belts to represent the different goddesses. The same things for like Yule and, the summer solstice and spring equinox. We can create belts to honor the wheel of the year too.
Oh, I love that.
So here's what my little goddess turned out to look like. And
I'm trying to get mine on.
perfect. And there you go. And this will represent Pele on our altar when we're working with her. Now, if you take that and you add an obsidian crystal, and you add your goddess card, you've got a little ritual right there. You can add a couple of shells go along with her, an incense, maybe a red candle, and you have a little altar set to honor Pele. That's simple. And the altar doesn't have to be for forever. You've seen a picture of my Yule altar. It was up. I done my thing, and then it came down and everything got put away. So are you ready to move on to, what is it called?
Ancestry
Candle. Yes. So.
Yes.
My sister here has, she's much like me. Most of her family is already passed over. And now it's coming into the holidays. And I have my children and she has her children and we love them dearly. But we also have parents and grandparents and some that we love and we miss. And so we're creating a ancestor candle so that we can just honor them and include them in as part of our festivities. So I had these candles hanging around the shop and they're appropriate as they are the Day of the Dead. So these are the ones we're going to use. I printed out pictures in black and white. They don't have to be fancy. Some of my relatives. I got my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my mother, and then my aunt, and my aunt around here somewhere, who's my mentor. Yep, that's her. Who's my mentor, and these are the witches that built me. So, and then Liz has some printed out. And who are these people, Liz?
So these are my great-grandmother, my grandmother, my mother, my aunt. I'm losing a whole bunch of them. My great-grandfather and my uncle, my aunt. My great-uncles and aunt. And then also my great-aunt and my grandmother.
You going to put all them on?
Yeah.
You've got a big candle to do it with. I chose these four because these are, oh look, I printed that twice. I chose these four. This is 4th generation and I make the 5th. Okay. This is No, this is three generation. My great grandmother and my grandmother. So first, second, my mom and her youngest sister, who this was my mentor. So one, two, three, and then I'm the fourth in this country. But we're from Ireland, so we have a long, long, long lineage of Irish witches.
I love that.
Yeah. So these are the ones I'm going to use. And then look at this. We have stickers, thousands of stickers. So I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to choose Here's a Butterfly. I like this one. And I think I'm going to, does that look almost like a gardenia?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what that's for. So we have some different stickers here. And there's some other butterflies and things. And yeah, so lots of different things that that can be chosen. And so I think I've got the ones I want. I'm going to pass this over to you and see if there's some there you would like to. Now, this, when I printed these out, this is on stickers. These are stickers themselves.
Yes.
So we literally just have to peel them and stick them. How many times have you told that? Peel it and stick
it. Multiple times.
Yeah. Well, if you're a sticker person like me, you hear it a lot. And oh, I know where that came from. Remember that wall? It might have been before you. Back in the 70s and early 80s, everyone was doing this mauve wallpaper.
Really?
Oh, Lord, it was everywhere. My mother included. And she had these borders that you put up, and you would just soak them in water and put them out, and you could adjust them till you got it right, and then you let it dry. And then one year, she went to change out the border, and she came in, and the border she had was a peeling stick.
Oh.
And I'm looking at it, and I stuck it in water. And you didn't have to; you just had to peel off the back and put it up. So I'm helping her put it up, and I think it's the kind you just soak in water and get the glue wet and put up. And so I soak it in water, and I go to put it up, and I said, "Mom, this isn't sticking." And she says, "Well, it's peel and stick. Just peel it and stick it." So yeah, so this is for Mom. I'm going to cover up this up here a little bit. I'm going to put her right here in the front. So this is kind of like what we're doing. We're just creating an ancestor candle that we can use to welcome our ancestors to come in with us to celebrate them, be a part of the festivities. Because you cannot, even though you've got a great family and plenty of loved ones who are around you, when it comes to the holidays, you can still miss the ones that have, crossed over. Doesn't mean that they're not with us. It just means that they have crossed over. I'm telling you, doesn't she look like and I shouldn't say this, but you ever seen Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Do you remember the witch, the Wicked Witch of the West?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know, right? You know where I get it from then, don't you?
Yes.
She was a woman that's fit to be tied. And look at those 18 dresses that they wore in the 1800s. I cannot wear a dress that confining. That long and in summer burning up. No, thank you. This was my grandmother. I'm going to put her over here. Me and her never got along. She died when I was 8, but I was terrified of that woman. She appeared to me the night she died. I was 8 years old. We had been over in Indiana all day at one of my mom's sister's house for a cookout. It was Labor Day, September 7th. And we had come home, and it was late at night, and we was tired as 3 kids. Mom got us all in bed. Like I said, I was 8. My brother was 11, and then my little sister was like 5. So Mom got us all in bed, and we got the phone call, and that she had been rushed to the hospital. Now, my grandmother, she had some mental issues, and so it was like to go to the hospital. If she wasn't the center of attention or things was going on, and she felt like her 6 girls wasn't making her the center of attention, she was sick. Something was wrong. Everyone had run to her aid. So I can understand as many times that they made trips to the hospital for nothing to be wrong. Mom was tired. We'd been gone all day. She'd just gotten us kids in bed. She got the phone call. And when she went in and changed into night clothes, she came back out. My dad says, well, Janet, are you going up to the hospital? And she goes, no, I'll go up tomorrow if she's still there. And he goes, and then Mom went on in to put some stuff in the kitchen. When she came back in the living room, he goes, well, Janet, what if she dies? And that scared my mom. So my mom hurried up and changed, and they flew to the hospital. My mom missed her by 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So she didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Uh, that night, I don't know, a little bit later, it's their home. Us kids had been asleep through the whole thing, so I didn't know anything going on. But something had woken me up, and I'm laying there in that little small bed. Me and my sister had twin beds, and there was my bed, a nightstand, my sister's bed, and I was laying there, and all of a sudden, something just woke me up. And you're laying there, my eyes are half open, I'm looking down, and there she's standing. My grandmother is standing at the end of my bed, and I looked at her, and I said, Grandma, and she said, Missy Gale, and that's what she always called me. Because my name is Melissa Gale, she called me Missy Gale. And she was, Missy Gale, tell her it's all right. It's all right. And she faded. I was terrified. I went flying out of that bedroom, down that little hallway and past the bathroom, through the kitchen, on into the living room, and then I put on the brakes and stopped because my mom was sitting there on the couch crying. And I'd never seen my mama cry. And then my mom's crying, so that made me more upset seeing my mama crying. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking over and I'm saying, "It's okay, mommy. It's okay. It's okay, mommy." And my mom's just crying. My dad's trying to quiet me. And I said, "But it's okay." And he goes, "Gail, you just need to go into bed. You just need to go on back to bed." And I said, "No, Daddy, it's okay. It's okay. Grandma said it's okay." And my mom said, "What?" I said, "Grandma, she was just in my room. She told me to tell you it was okay." And my mom started crying harder. I'm scared. I was just a little girl. Oh. And I looked over at my dad and I said, "What did I do? What did I do?" Because now I'm crying harder. And my dad said, your grandmother passed away tonight. And I said, "No." He goes, "Well, your grandmother passed away tonight. And your mother got to the hospital 5 minutes too late." And so by her appearing at the bottom of my bed and telling me it's okay, tell her it's okay, that gave my mother the closure of her not being there when Grandma actually passed. And that was the first time I actually dealt with spirit. That was the awakening. Hasn't stopped since.
My thing was, I have something similar to that. My grandmother, after she had passed away, I just had my son. So my son was just a few months old.
And how old is he now?
He is 7 now. He just turned 7 in June. And I was laying there in bed, and the baby hasn't cried or anything like that. And my grandmother was patting me like this, and I could sense it was her hand because I could feel her hand.
You can't tell, yeah.
So like the feeling of her hand on my hand, I could feel it, and she was just tapping me to wake up, and I could sense her like to tell me to get up because of the baby, and I'm like, "Wella, it's okay." I said, "The baby's still sleeping."
What did you call her?
I said, "Wella." In Spanish, it's
grandma. I've heard it before, but I was just surprised to hear it now.
And I'll be like, "Well, it's okay. The baby's sleeping." As soon as I said that, my son woke up.
Oh.
So it was like, okay, now I have to get up.
Yeah. It's magical how those things occur. They let us know what's going on there. Yeah. I know it probably shouldn't, but I don't care. I like little gnomes and things. Look where I put that gardenia.
Oh, I love that.
I want to put something here to cover, just like something to go across there, but I don't know. You feel lucky?
Sure.
But yeah, so, and like I said, my aunt was my mentor, my teacher, and my mentor. And she taught me.
I don't think this is a sticker, is it?
No. Some of them aren't. Some of them are glue-ons. But I have tape in here in case you wanted to add one that wasn't.
Perfect.
See, I thought ahead.
You really do.
I know the stupid mistakes I've made. Trying to. Okay, so I found a couple more I like. Ooh, crystal. Love crystals. So I wonder if I could put that. No, it's too big, but I could put that. Yeah, I'll put that right there. How's that? Because I don't want. That works. I'll just do that. So we're having my family's having a party. Our Christmas. I celebrate it on Christmas Eve, and
Yes.
that started years ago when my kids started growing up and getting married. Because it was like I would get this child here, that child there, and who's going to fix all them damn different dinners?
Exactly.
No. So to make way for other mother-in-laws and things like that, which is only fair, I started doing my on Christmas Eve, and my kids knew at 6 o'clock every Christmas Eve it was be at mom's house. So I would get my kids and my grandkids on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, they would go to their in-laws, their different in-laws, respectively.
Yeah.
And I was okay with that because I had my Christmas where I had them all together. Well, we moved to Florida 3 years ago, as you know. And my oldest son and his wife is here, and my youngest son is here. So it's that's all of us that's here. The rest are in Ohio. So the Christmas Eve thing I still do here. But I'll have a couple of friends. Now, my daughter-in-law's brother lives here. Now, my daughter-in-law and my son's been married for 18, 20 years, maybe that long, I'm not sure. See, Jasmine will be 20, and she was just a year old when they got together. So, yeah, 19, almost 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And so I knew her family really well, and it came like just a part of the extended family. So her brother Jimmy, it's me. He's just like part of the extended, that generation of my son and his wife. It's that generation. Now he's got a new wife, and she has a couple of grown twin boys that will also be coming. So it's just like they're part of the family,
Yeah.
The family shifted in a different direction, but it's still the family gets together on Christmas Eve because Christmas Day they're all going to be going different ways. Yeah, so yeah, how's yours turn out?
Pretty cute.
That is. Well, here is mine.
I love that.
So yeah, I think that's going to do. I think I want to put this. I was thinking about putting this one right here. But I think that's too big, so I'm going to put my little gnomes on there.
There you go.
Yeah, I have to have my gnomes. Them are just too cute.
Too bad we don't have pictures of peacocks or like some stickers of peacocks. I didn't see any in there.
No. Well, no, we don't. But you can lay peacock feather around it.
Which I have plenty of those.
Yeah,
at
so
home.
I would
Yes.
just put some peacock feathers around it. Yeah, I'd make you a pair of earrings out of peacock feathers.
Really?
Yeah, you never done that?
No, you're gonna have to teach
Yeah,
me.
we will.
I'll bring some peacock feathers and
And
then
we'll
you can
make a
teach me.
set. Yeah,
Yes.
believe me, we can make all the jewelry you want to make. That's the one thing I love. So I put the little gnomes on there. The little gnomes to go along with it. And then there is. So here is my candle to represent the witches that made me, my ancestors. I want to include on my holiday festivities. Now, I can create a ancestor altar, and it doesn't have to stay up on a permanent basis. But when I want to work with my ancestors, I can set up a small altar and burn some of this candle. It don't have to be burned all at one time. And so that is the ancestor candle that I've created. I can't wait to see yours. And then this is a memorial bottle, Mother's Day memorial bottle that I had made for celebrating my mother. And you will see a video. If you look back in the videos, go back a couple of years and you'll see the video on where I created this bottle. That's something we're going to have to do sometime.
Yes. I
maybe
agree.
around Mother's Day, is to create a Mother's Day bottle, because I still like to carry mine with me. You
Which
know,
I would like
I
that.
do on
Yes.
different occasions. A lot of times she sits on my desk, but on occasions I just, when I like to carry her with me. Then when I set up my ancestor altar, I'll set her up with it. And I don't know, I might set it up with Pele because it's, I just like it. We made it together, and I might just set it up together. I'm not sure yet. So what have you done with yours?
So I picked out the blue butterfly
That's
because
beautiful.
my when I went to Costa Rica, I could sense like I was more close in tune
Mhm.
with my family, and there was a blue butterfly that landed on me. So either it was my grandmother
Spirit,
or
yeah.
my mother that came to me. The red flowers is because of the red flowers that my mother loved. She
Good.
loved red flowers. And then the yellow flowers was for my grandmother.
That is really pretty. That is really pretty. So we're empowering the women who empowered us. We're remembering the women who empowered us, who influenced us, who taught us, who taught us what love from a mother is, and to love as a mother. The sacrifices they made for us that we make for our own children. And yeah, they're the women that build us. In my case, it's the witches that build us. The same with you. I think you said your one grandmother
Yes,
had
my
gifts, were
great
very
grandmother.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
So then that came on down to you. So that's what we've done tonight. We have created a belt for our goddess figurine to honor the goddess Pele. And then we created an ancestor candle so we can work with our ancestors, and also we can burn this through the holidays to welcome them and to remember them on into our festivities. So we thank you for joining us, and remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Stay forever magical, my friends, and blessed be.